Seth is Jennifer's nephew, and he will speak on her behalf.
Good afternoon. My name is Jennifer Helms, and I'm currently battling breast cancer. I apologize for my current, but not permanent, inability to speak with you today. Unfortunately, the treatment I'm now taking is eating my lunch. I shouldn't think about lunch. It makes me nauseous. Please forget that I brought that up. I've been married for 19 years to my husband, Greg, and I have 3 incredible children. Christian is 13, Caden is 9, and Caroline is 2. I have lived in Milton nearly all of my life and have loved every minute. I've graduated from Rhodes Elementary, Hobbs Middle, and Milton High. I have an AA degree from NEJC and a bachelor's degree in interior design from Harding University. I have attended the Margaret Street Church of Christ all of my life, and I want you to know that my Christian family is amazing. I want to briefly share my story with you. About 2 weeks before I delivered my 3rd child on October 12, 2010, I felt a lump in my right breast. After consulting with my OBGYN, I was told that it was probably a milk gland that was getting larger due to the pregnancy. I was told that I needed to monitor it and that it would be rechecked after the baby was born. I want to let you know at this point that my mom is a breast cancer survivor and from having it 7 years ago. Because my mother had breast cancer, I have been having regular mammograms and exams, but was unable to have one during my pregnancy. Now back to my story. After Caroline was born, the lump did not go away, and I was instructed again to monitor it, that it would be rechecked in 4 to 6 months. You have to know that I'm not the kind of person who does not like to acknowledge that there might be something wrong with me, and so I let it go for nearly 5 months while the lump got larger. I finally went back to the doctor, and he immediately referred me for a biopsy. As you can guess by now, the news was not good. In May of 2011, I had a double mastectomy. I then began chemotherapy and radiation through the fall of 2011. After a 4-month layoff, thinking everything was great, and I would hear, "You are cancer-free." Instead, I had a scan, and it found that the cancer was still there, and had moved to my right lung, lymph nodes in my abdomen, between my lungs, and into my left chest area. At that point, my husband made me travel to MD Anderson and consult with the doctors there. After another round of testing, scanning, and biopsy, I began another round of chemo, again with the same negative results. The cancer was not slowing down. I was given the Red Devil chemo to take along with 2 other chemos, which I affectionately named the Triple Threat, and endured that until this past November. Results were the same. Cancer is not slowing down. Next, I was referred to Emory University Hospital in Atlanta for a clinical trial study. I had to go through the qualification processes to be eligible for the trial, where again, I went through the testing, scanning, and biopsy, only to find out that my cancer had now moved to my spine as well. After 3 cycles of experimental treatment, 3 weeks in the hospital with pneumonia, and many trips to Atlanta, I was still left with no positive results. My cancer continues to spread and has debilitated my health to the point that I'm currently unable to do much of anything without being exhausted. I have been so very thankful and blessed to this point for being able to tolerate all these treatments with little or no side effects, unless losing your hair is a big deal. I had even felt kind of guilty that I hadn't suffered more like the others I had known to have who were taking chemo. I guess you have to be careful what you think about, because this stuff I'm on now is rough. Okay, this brings you up to date with my current fight on cancer. I want to share with you some of the positives that I've experienced through all of this so far. First, it has strengthened my belief and trust in God Almighty. I can say that not because I've been healed, but because I've seen others that believe put their faith into practice by praying for me and serving my family. Having cancer has brought my relationship with this church to a whole new level. I've struggled for some time now as to what I wanted to leave y'all with today. I want to inspire you to some new level of greatness, compassion, service, or something. Honestly, I don't know what to say. I'm just an ordinary person who's grown up and lived her whole life in a small town. I have tried to love others just as Jesus has demonstrated to me and loved me. So if you need to draw inspiration from me, just know that I draw mine from Jesus. I know he loves me and he will never forsake me. How is that for inspiration? And finally, I've been participating with Relay on some level for 1996. I am honored and blessed to be able to share my story with you today. I can't tell you all enough how thankful I am for your hard work and dedication to this cause of ending cancer in our lifetime. I believe with God's help, we can be victorious over this disease. Please continue to pray for me and my family. God bless you all.